Good evening, everybody. We're here in Port Hope, Ontario tonight. The Golden Hawks facing off against the Northumberland Nighthawks. Both teams just about to hit the ice for their warm-up. Did a good 5-minute warm-up. Go once we get the coaches across. Golden Hawks in their gray jerseys. As you can see them skating out. Nighthawks in their blue and white. Thanks, Peggy. We'll have a good time out here, hopefully. This game was scheduled originally for Sunday, but was postponed due to the insane amount of snow that dumped throughout southern Ontario, southeastern Ontario. Got just a boatload. Had to dig people out. Even started falling again today, but they were able to keep the game on. So a little loud in this arena tonight. Got an echo. But we'll do what we can. Heading into the warm-up right now, we'll run through the lineup. We're missing a couple of skaters tonight. Of course, we have our goalies. In the net right there is number 31, Eli Gunning. And at the right side of the screen, at the top of the screen there is number 21, Brady Latchford. Defensively, we're short a couple players. We lost number 97, Liam Evans, to vacation. Picked a good time to go away, considering he was in Mexico and we were here in lots of snow. And then number 4, Jack Lyman, who's healing from a little injury he experienced a couple weeks back. So we'll round out the other 4 defensive spots with number 81, Easton Sills, and number 88, Ryan Ballins-McMillan. And then number 5, Finley Hill, and number 80, Vinny Riddell. That'll round out the defensive front for tonight's game. At the center position, most consistently for the Hawks. We'll see if the lineups change at all, but number 17, Easton Kupris. Number 12, Tyler Hoke. And number 22, Owen Jenkins. Usually round out the centers for the Golden Hawks. That was Easton there taking the shot on goalie. At the forward position, we have number 29, Jaden Luxton. Number 9, Milo Frampton. And number 86, Nolan Wilkinson. And then on the other side of the ice at the forward, number 18, Ben Burmaster. Number 66, Mitchell Montgomery. And number 16, Avery O'Malley. That'll round out the offensive forwards and centers. And that's your lineup for tonight's game. Still got about 2 minutes left in this warm-up before we get things kicked off. Watching from home, are we tonight, Amy? All right. I noticed your dad was here. Thought you must have been kicking around somewhere, but I guess not. Hopefully we'll still stay safe without Safety Amy in the stands tonight. This is one of the last games of the Golden Hawks regular season. They've got a couple more after this one. And then they'll be heading into the playoff for the Ontario Minor Hockey Association that runs usually throughout the month of February and into March. And we don't know much about what will happen with this age group. No schedules or anything posted as of now. The Hawks find themselves kind of in the middle of the pack, standings-wise. It's a pretty tight grouping in this Lakeshore Loop between about the 4th, 5th, 6th, 17th, 8th, and 17th. We'll see how things fare from here. All right, I'm going to get set up a little bit more. The final countdown on the clock before the puck drops. Make sure I can see okay. They exchange some high fives, one more circle around, and then we'll be ready to drop that puck. Looks like Latchford's going to slide down into the goalie position for us tonight. And then on the ice to start things off, we've got Hoke, Burmaster, Luxton, Collins, McMillan, and Sills. And Hoke takes that one right off the drop and into Nighthawks territory. Now it's Luxton's going to pick up the puck, flips it to the side. Master's there to recover. Ben tries to center it up, tipped away by the Nighthawks and intercepted. They're going to run up the ice with it. Nighthawks still have possession against the Sills, and he tips it out of there. Now Luxton's going to try to clear it, but the Nighthawks bat it back down. Turned over at the blue line, picked back up. Now in the center. There's a little battle up the boards for the puck. Collins, McMillan stepping in. Now Hoke swings back and picks it up. Tyler's going to flip it across the ice over to Ben, who's going to cross it back through, and it gets through the zone, but is turned loose into the neutral zone. Northumberland comes back with it. They're way offside, but they don't see it. Shot up high over the net. And now batted back up the ice. Little line change coming in here. Northumberland with the puck. They're going to skate in. They make a move. Shoots that one high over the top. Dumped back down by the Nighthawks. Here comes Ryan with it. He's going to pass it up ahead, and it gets past everybody. That'll be iced. And the Golden Hawks will finish their line change. Face-off coming back down here in Quinte West territory. On the ice is Montgomery, Jenkins, Frampton, Hill, and Riddell. Puck hit to the side, picked up. Frampton's going to scoop it. The Northumberland flips it back down. Down to the blue, behind the net. That's Riddell tries to pass it out. Northumberland picks it off. Jenkins is going to pick it up now and skate behind. Off the boards to Montgomery, who tries to clear it. And that puck is flipped up high and kicked free. Pushed back down in. And now Hill's going to try to skate it out. He gets free into the middle. Northumberland steps up and hits it right back. Jenkins on the back check gets there and hits it down in the corner. Owen behind the net with it. Skates up. Tries to pass it off. Picked up and loose. That puck's now flipped up again. Dug out on the boards and hit ahead. Frampton's going to continue to chase it. Northumberland will turn and send it back up. And we have a hooking penalty called against number 9, Milo Frampton, to the box for hooking. Golden Hawks will have a penalty to kill with 7:56 left in the first period of play. On for nice clear out there by O'Malley. It's O'Malley, Kupris, Collins, McMillan, and Sills on the ice for the Golden Hawks. Avery putting the pressure on Easton, now drops back in, tries to get it to Avery. Northumberland picks it up, skating up, Collins, McMillan, who gets a hold of it and backhands it down. Northumberland trying to clear it out. That one's dropped down, and on the ice is Ryan. Northumberland tries to step in and clear it. Avery gets a piece of it and slows it down. Picked up in the neutral zone and passed ahead. Northumberland now on the attack. Kupris with the back check. Clears that out, kicks it, tries to send it out of there. Picked up now by O'Malley. He's going to get ahead, gets it to Kupris. Kupris has a lane to the net. Easton driving in. Stick tipped. Oh, backhand by O'Malley, just saved. Couldn't quite get the shot off in time. Ryan's got it in front. Ricochets it up, down, around the back of the boards. And a minute's off the penalty. O'Malley picks it up in the corner. Cuts back through, makes a move. passes out to Cooper's one time. Shot saved by the goalie and hit to the side. Another puck out in front. This one's going to be picked up by Cooper's again. O'Malley on the attack. Makes the move. Second move by O'Malley. He's coming in. Backhand. Wide of the net. Back wrapped behind the net by Vollins McMillan. And now Northumberland's got the puck, and they're going to try to come out with it. Northumberland's coming up with the puck here. They met by Vollins McMillan, who slows it down now and crossed out in front. Tipped away. We're 9 seconds left in the penalty, and Hoke's on the ice now. He's going to dig in and bring it down. Line change complete, penalty killed. In rushes Hill. Now he's got the puck. He's going to skate through. Finn with it behind the net. Tries to clear it out. It's Riddell and Hill, Hoke, Burmaster, and Luxton all on the ice. This puck tipped down. It's going to be live. Finn's going to get to it first. Crosses to the center. He finds Hoke. Tyler's going to flip it up, try to get it to Burmaster. Not enough on it, but he recovers it himself. Ty bringing it in. Makes the move around. He's got a shot. That was saved by the stick of the goalie. Follow-up tip in by Ben Burmaster, who followed the ricocheted shot off the goalie's stick. And the Golden Hawks get their first goal of the game with 5:21 left in the first period of play. Ben Burmaster with the goal on the hustle play and quick awareness. Finishing a line change here comes Montgomery, Jenkins, Frampton, Vollins, McMillan, and Sills. That puck is picked up and skated to the side by Frampton. He's going to bring it in to the head. Jenkins is there. Now on the side of the boards is picked up by Northumberland. Sills gets it, clears it. They got a reset. He's going to take it in and try to dump it. It's going to flip up. Montgomery will get there. Mitchell into the corner with the puck. And Northumberland's going to try to clear it out. Frampton will get there. Tips it back to Jenkins, but it's batted back down by Northumberland. They're going to try to cross it out. They've got a lane ahead. Jenkins back checks and tips it out. Dumped down by Sills. Reset by the Golden Hawks. And Northumberland with the puck. They're going to skate it up. Nighthawks coming in. Stepping up is Vollins McMillan, who gets a piece of that. Cross out in front. That one's picked up. Jenkins again on the pressure. Dives for it. Clears it from the zone. Loose puck picked up by Northumberland. They're going to try to ricochet off the board. They find a man. Golden Hawks change lines. And they're going to have a too many men. Potentially too many men. Maybe they called out an offside. That was an offside. 4:03 left in period number one. Here comes O'Malley, Kupris, and Wilkinson with Hill and Riddell back defensively. Vinny tries to clear it. Loses his footing. It's in the skates of a Nighthawk and then picked up by Northumberland. Tipped back down. Tries to clear it out. It hits off the net. Northumberland again possesses it, and then Vinny steps up and clears one out. Here comes O'Malley. He's going to take a lane up the side. Shoots it. Low roller off the stick of the goalie behind the net. Stepping up is Riddell, who sends that one back down. And Hill's dropped back. It's going to be a 2-on-1. They're going to ice that, though. Northumberland sent it down the ice. So small turnover sends the puck back into Northumberland territory with 3:50 remaining. Hoke, Luxton, Burmaster, Vollins, McMillan, and Sills back on the ice. Sills is going to get this puck. He's going to try to cross it over to Vollins, McMillan. He gets a piece of it, dumps it back down. Into the corner goes Luxton. Northumberland able to tip it up the boards. Vollins, McMillan stepping in, looking to clear it. It gets around and into the neutral zone. Ryan's going to pass over to Easton off his stick and down. Easton off the boards, up to Ben. Northumberland picks one up. Striding in is Sills to slow that down again. and then slapped back out by Mullins McMillan. Ben tries the backhand. It's picked off. Northumberland collides with one another. And now the loose puck's picked up by Jaden. He's going to skate up the ice. Jaden will get there. He'll fling it towards the net. The goalie's going to grab that one on its way in. 3:04 remaining. Jenkins, Frampton, Montgomery, Hill, and Riddell on the ice. Northumberland picking up the puck out of the zone. Jenkins now has it, skates it back down behind the goalie. Tries to get around, and he's picked up. Picked up again now by Montgomery, trying to clear it out and sent out by Northumberland. Frampton has a tip up. He's going to send it up. Jenkins is going to chase. Gets a piece of it. So does Northumberland. They gain possession and skate it back behind the net. Nighthawks coming through. Back check by Montgomery slows that down. And now the Nighthawks are going to come back up the other side. Northumberland skating straight down the middle. They're going to make a move. They're going to shoot. That one's in the net. Coast to coast go the Nighthawks. And they squeeze one by Latchford with 2:20 left in the first. It's all tied up 1-1. New lineup on it's O'Malley, Kupris, Wilkinson, Sills, and Mullins McMillan. Kupris now with the puck. He's going to find O'Malley up the ice. Avery tries to get around. Puck stopped at the red line. Northumberland regains possession, sends it down. Ryan back up to Avery. Off his skate and picked up by Northumberland. They make a move around the defense. Poke check. Flipped up. That's in Latchford's gear as he gets the stop. Cooper sends one to the side. Picking up is Sills, who sends it up. That one's off a Nighthawk, and now loose in the middle. Northumberland's going to dive and send one down. Ricocheting off the boards back. It's Latchford tipping it back. Here comes the Golden Hawks. This is Wilkinson skating up the ice with it. Almost gets to the blue line where it's poked away, and now Sills will get the rebound. Sends it up. Finds Wilkinson again, but this time Northumberland's on him quick. Another clear out by Sills. And crossed over. Pass intercepted by O'Malley. He tries to get around a guy, and they break it up. Here comes Kupris, who's going to get up there and dump it. Golden Hawks reset. And they're going to ring back around. O'Malley stepping in, gets the puck again. Now Wilkinson with it, tries to clear it. Loose puck picked up by Northumberland. They're going to skate it out. Met at the red line by Hill, who's come on for Mullins McMillan. That shot's wide of the net. Now here comes Hoke with the puck. That's Tyler. He's going to skate up the side. Tipped away and flip back down. Back come the Northumberland Nighthawks. They're going to shoot another one. That one's tipped wide by Latchford. O'Malley swaps out for Luxton. It's Luxton, Burmaster, Hoke, Hill, and Riddell all on the ice. Tyler takes and puts the brakes on behind the net, passes up to Jaden. Jaden's going to try to clear it. It's off the skates of the Nighthawk, and that ends period number one. One goal apiece scored in the first 10 minutes of play. And we're all tied up. We'll switch ends. And the next 15 minutes of play will happen here after a brief break. Back on the ice, Hoke, Luxton, Burmaster, Sills, and Vaughns McMillan as that puck's won and taken right up the middle. Here comes Northumberland with it. They're going to try to spin and swing it. That one's tipped by Ryan ahead, and here comes Ben, who's going to try to clear it. Northumberland meets him at the line and keeps it in the zone. Tyler picks up the loose puck, turns it over at the half, and then picked up again by Sills, who's going to ricochet off the board to Luxton. Jaden gets a piece of it. He's got a still in control, turns, pivots, tries to pass, loses his footing, and the Nighthawks pick up the loose puck. Digging down, this one's going to be picked up again by the Nighthawks, and they clear it. Here comes Northumberland up the left side. No tripping call there. Loose puck now pile up into the boards. They're going to call that a checking penalty. It'll go against the defense. That's Ryan. He's going to skate to the box. And the Golden Hawks will have a penalty kill with 14:08 left in the second period of play. Here comes Montgomery, Riddell, Hill, and Jenkins. Puck flipped up, shot down, and cleared out by Riddell. It'll go all the way down the ice. And Montgomery's going to put on the pressure. Pass out to the Nighthawks. Going to try to send it out. Owens there. Mitch is there to poke it back down. And the Nighthawks are going to try to space it out. Behind the net they go. Cut back, passed up. That one's off the stick and picked up by Jenkins. He's going to skate it. But the blue line sends it up, and then that's going to be Hill who's going to clear it back down. Driving up the middle. Here come the Nighthawks with it. Cutting back through. Jenkins steps up and swats one away. Nighthawks now stick handling through the crowd. Coming back through. That one's low and lifted. Goes to the back of the boards. Jenkins tries to backhand it. Pass back down by the Nighthawks. They drop it back to the defense. That's a shot that's high over the top of the net. Tipped by Latchford over the top. Now backhanded and hit back down by Riddell. Northumberland looks to cross it out there to find the defenseman. One pass over. Stepping up, he shoots. That one's hit with a couple sticks. Nothing called, no whistle. Montgomery's going to try to wrap it out of there, and he gets it. 27 seconds left on the penalty kill as that puck goes all the way down to the ice. Full line change coming on for the Golden Hawks. They're short a guy still. It's 3-4 or 3-on-5. Into the corner goes O'Malley. He steps in. Frampton. And Cooper's going to send them both, I think, to the box here. A little bit of a pile up into the corner. It'll be a 4-on. On 5 for 5 more seconds as the Golden Hawks will try to kill their penalty. Those two are going to go take a break in the box. Little confusion, thought it was a 3-on-5, but they got it straightened out. 5 more seconds here to kill the penalty. And that puck is going to be picked up by Northumberland. They're going to skate it out. Pressure on. Puck goes loose and on. Skates Golden Hawk from the box. That's Vaughns McMillan back out on the ice now. Cooper's is there. Well, that's Wilkinson ahead. He's got Frampton off his skates and into the corner. Milo stops, turns behind the net, cuts back, tries to get it out in front. It's loose. Nobody home. Still loose. Picked up now, this time by Cooper's backhand. Lifted. No there. Wilkinson's got it. Flips it up over the top of the net. And now the puck into the corner it goes. Another penalty coming on the Hawks for a body check as the Nighthawk player goes down. 11:28, Golden Hawks have another penalty to kill. This time to the box goes Wilkinson. And here comes Hoke, Luxton, Hill, and Riddell for the Golden Hawks. Face off, picked up, tipped up. Picked up by the defense of the Nighthawks. He steps back, cuts through, tries to shoot it, and he gets it. It's ricocheted off of Riddell. And Vinny's hit behind the boards. Or behind the net, out in front. Latchford's going to get there. And that'll be stopped. 11-10 left in the second period. Still 1-1 game. Puck dropped, picked up by Luxton. He's going to backhand it out. It'll go down the ice. Jaden will put on the pressure. He's able to get there. Tries to keep it alive. And now the Nighthawks have it. They're going to skate out. Hoke's coming back with Riddell and Hill. Shots up. That one's off of Latchford's glove and into the net. From just inside the blue line, the Nighthawks take the lead 2-1 with 10:44 remaining for the power play goal. That puck might have been tipped twice on its way to the net. On comes Montgomery, Jenkins, Frampton, Sills, and Ballins McMillan. Ryan's going to get this face-off tip back to him, and then Montgomery's going to try to rip it up the boards. Chasing down is Frampton and Jenkins. Jenkins meets him behind the net. Owen with the puck tries to skate around. And the Nighthawks pick him up on the board. Northumberland still trying to wrap it out. That one's flipped up, stepping up to Ryan. Loose puck is there. Now flipped ahead by the Nighthawks. Ryan's going to get this one again and try to send it up. He's into the boards with it. Digging in. Puck is loose on the side. And now all the way down the ice it goes. Here comes Sills with it. He's going to try to pass it ahead. He's got Jenkins. Jenkins flips it up to Frampton, and it's tipped into the neutral zone. Owen back on it. Shot by the goal towards the goalie. Latchford's going to grab that one in his glove on the bouncing puck. 9:41 remaining. And a lineup change on the Golden Hawks as we head to face off in their own territory. It's Kupris with Burmaster and Luxton, Riddell, and Hill on the ice. Easton bringing the puck up, flips it ahead. That one stays in. And now Riddell with it, he's going to wrap it. Jaden gets a piece of it, tries to clear it out, but the Nighthawks send it back down. Behind the net, they have it. Cooper's putting on the pressure. Ricochet went off the post. This is another shot. That was picked up by the defense. Another attempt, another save. Tipped away by the Golden Hawks. And flipped down they go. Riddell has it on the boards. He's going to try to scrape it out of there. The Nighthawks come free with it. Jaden gets in and still's on the backside of things. He keeps a hold of the puck. Tries to move out. Ben's got it on his skates. Stepping up. Now Kupris comes in. He runs into Hill. And that puck again picked up by Jaden and then sent back down by the Nighthawks. 8:37. 2-1. Northumberland leads. Puck Sent by Riddell towards Luxton, now back behind. Hill's going to skate there. He's going to pick it up. Finn will bring the puck up. Trying to pass it ahead. He's got Kupris. Kupris is going to make his way around a couple guys. Cutting in's Easton. Passes. Shot by Burmaster. Doesn't go. Kupris still with the puck. He's going to try to find somewhere. Nighthawks meet him there. Luxton skates in. Luxton's going to pass it back to Sills. Or to Riddell. He's going to pass it back to Jaden. Crossed over. Loose puck. Goalie dives on it. It's still loose. That one's flipped up top and behind the net. Luxton will wrap it back around the other side. Kupris is going to try to get there really quick. And the Nighthawks have the puck now. And they're going to skate it out. Sills steps in. Ballins McMillan backpedaling. Ryan falls down. Steps in again. Latchford's going to save this. Tips it behind. And that'll be a trip. Ryan tries to keep it alive and does. But now they're going to touch that puck. And with 7:24, the Golden Hawks will have a chance at a power play. We'll come back down here. It'll be Hoke, Wilkinson, O'Malley, Sills, and Ballins McMillan on the ice. Hit to the side. Here comes Wilkinson. Wraps it back around. That puck's going to be cleared out by the Nighthawks. He's picked up by Sills. Easton's pass tipped and secured by Wilkinson, who's going to bring it up the ice. Nighthawks pick it up at the blue line and send it back down. They'll send one to put pressure on. And here comes, this is Wilkinson skating it up. He's got a couple guys off sides, pauses and goes back before backhanding it down. Loose puck here, picked up by O'Malley. He's going to bring it in backhand. Loose puck behind the side, and nobody sees it. Nighthawks get the first glimpse and send it out. Down behind the net. They're going to wrap it up the side. Sills will have it. Sills will shoot. That one hits off Hoke and goes wide of the net. Sent back towards the net. Loose puck. Wilkinson has a chance at it. Goes wide. This one's going to be iced by Northumberland. They're going to get it down there with 40 seconds. They also have a man on there. He might get to it first. Picking it up is Sills, who sends it, or Ballins McMillan, who sends it up the ice. Now skating through is Hoke. Montgomery, Hoke, Frampton all on the ice for the Golden Hawks. Hoke sends it to Montgomery. Bouncing puck goes past him. Now Hill has it. He's going to try to set it up, and he hits a guy from the Nighthawks. Hill's going to pass it ahead. He's got someone coming on the ice who gets it and dumps it down. That looks like it's Riddell and Hill back here on the ice for the Golden Hawks. Penalty killed by Northumberland as that pass goes across. Picked up by Hill and skated in. He's got a hold of it. He's going to take a shot. That one's high, tipped up high wide. Frampton stepping in. Jenkins now on with Frampton and Montgomery, Hill and Riddell. And that puck kept alive by Montgomery and flipped back up the ice. Loose puck now scooped up. Here comes Frampton with it. He's going to push it through. Keeps a hold of it. Gets taken out. No call there. Got enough of the puck to stop that progression. And the Nighthawks now with it. They're going to cross it ahead. Northumberland shoots one. Bouncing puck picked up by Latchford and flipped up the ice. Good timing on the exchange as here comes Luxton. Jaden now with the puck. He's going to bring it in. Tries to cut back. Tipped away by the Nighthawks. Couldn't capitalize on that breakaway, but stepping up and keeping it in is Riddell. Jenkins still there with Luxton. Got a man out in front. Nobody there. Stepping to the puck. And out goes the puck there. It's been Burmaster. Ryan gets it and dumps it. 3:59 left in the second. Northumberland leads 2-1. Now Kupris on the ice with Luxton and Burmaster. That puck's now picked up by Easton. He's got it, cuts back, sends it to Burmaster, and it goes wide. There's a pile up. Now it's picked up by Luxton. He's got the puck. He's going to shoot it. It's wide of the net. Ryan backhands it down into the corner. Northumberland's going to try to clear it out. Ryan's got it on the boards again. He's going to try to flip it. Flipped up by Kupris and down. It goes into the corner. Now Northumberland will wrap it around the opposite direction. Skating in his Sills, tries to slow it down. He's got it. Kupris at the board, sends it up. Luxton now with the pass. Steps in, passes through. He's got Burmaster. That one goes wide of the net. Another pass through, just couldn't connect. And now Sills stepping up. Here comes Kupris now with the puck. Easton has it. Makes a couple nice moves around, carves through. He takes one, shoots it off the bar. And not in. This one goes wide. And Northumberland's going to have it, and they're going to ice the puck just to reset some stuff. We'll come back down here after a good offensive push by the Golden Hawks. Just couldn't capitalize on those shots. Here comes Hoke, Wilkinson, and O'Malley with Hill and Riddell with 2:33 left in the second. Wilkinson wraps one back down behind on the boards. He battles for it. I'm stepping in as Hoke. Wilkinson still has it. Hoke's got it. Tyler tries to cross it over. O'Malley gets a piece of it, sends a shot towards the net. It skips, and the goalie's going to cover that one up. Face-off tip to the back. Northumberland up the boards. Stepping in is Hill. He gets enough of it, but the Nighthawks actually clear it. They got around the defender, getting back fast as Hill. There's a big-time offsides there. And we'll reset here in the neutral zone. Hoke, O'Malley, Wilkinson still on the ice with Hill and Riddell. Tyler gets the face-off, tries to bring it up. It's tipped away, and Northumberland still gets possession, skates it up. Turning through, they send it to the middle. Tyler gets a piece of it. And now O'Malley, or Hill's going to flip that up. It's going to slow down. It'll be a live puck. Passed up through. Gets beyond Hill. And Riddell skates in and stops that. Pokes it up again. And now Hill has it. He'll find Wilkinson on the left side. Wilkinson's pass in the middle, picked off, but then picked up again by Hoke. Tyler's going to skate it up. Gets around a man, gets around another. Tries to pass it back. He's surrounded too quick. And stepping up now come the Northumberland Nighthawks with it. They skate through. O'Malley now with the puck. Turns, pivots back. A minute left on the clock. Wilkinson there. Trying to get the puck out of here. The Nighthawks have it. They're going to step in, shoot one. Latchford's got it. Covers it up. There were 53 seconds left in the second period. It's 2-1 for Northumberland. Frampton, Jenkins, Montgomery, Sills, and Ballins McMillan on the ice. Northumberland with the puck. They're going to take it, try to pass it out front. It'll get picked up by Ballins McMillan, who runs into Jenkins. And now the loose puck's centered up. Here comes Ryan with it. He's going to get it and bounce it off the boards. That'll be Montgomery skating in. Who gets a piece of it now? Frampton's going to get there. He's going to cross it back over to Mitch. Down to Owen. Owen's going to shoot. That one's wide of the net. 18 seconds remaining. Northumberland crosses it out of there. It's going to skate all the way down the ice and be picked up with 10 seconds left by Volans McMillan. 5 seconds remaining. Ryan's going to pass it towards the net. It's off the goalie and wide. And that'll time out the second period of play. Northumberland leads 2-1. Golden Hawks need a little fire in them in the third period. We'll pause for a quick second while I warm up my hands in this freezing cold arena. Final 15 minutes of play here. We've switched ends once more. Golden Hawks will be heading to the right. That's Kupras, Burmaster, and Luxton on the ice with Hill and Riddell. There's the pile up in the boards. Is picked up by Kupras and then flipped ahead to Luxton and gets into the Northumberland zone, but picked up by the Nighthawks. Going to ricochet this one off the boards heading in. Ben will skate up. There's a collision. 3 players, 4 total fall down. And that puck is on the boards. And picked up finally by the Nighthawks. And poked back down by Kupras. Stopped at the blue line by Luxton. He's going to try to stick handle his way through. The backhands one over to Ben. Ben's going to take a shot. Gets enough of his stick to slow it down. And now it's Northumberland gaining possession and looking to skate it out. They get it ahead. They've got a man. It's a one-on-one. Stepping up high over the top. That one's tipped away by Riddell, or by Hill. And now the Nighthawks having to cross it out in front. They got a man. Stepping up was Hill. He gets a piece of that. Cross through. Latchford's going to cover it. And minute 13 off the clock. 13:47. Northumberland leads by 1. Hoke, O'Malley, Wilkinson, Stills, and Volans McMillan on the ice. Face-off won by Tyler. He's going to skate right out of there. Brings it up the side. He's got a lane to the net if he can get out in front of this last guy. Takes a shot. That's in the net. Tyler Hoke with some breakaway speed sends one up and gets it in. And with 13:38 left, he's going to tie this game up for the Golden Hawks. Same lineup on. It's Hoke, O'Malley, Wilkinson, Sills, and Volans McMillan. Puck's dropped. Tyler gets it again. Collision in the center. Now Wilkinson's there. O'Malley's going to get a hold of this puck. He's going to skate through. He keeps a hold of it. Northumberland slows it down. They clear it from the zone. But Wilkinson will get there on the rebound. Brings it in. Still stays with it now. Hoke's got it again. Tyler's going to drive in. Stick tip. Pass to the center. And stopped by the Nighthawks. Hoke has it again down below. Sends it out front. Just off Wilkinson's stick and wide. And this one's going to be passed out. Picked up by Ryan, who's going to bring it in. And he's stopped at the blue line. Flip back again. Here comes Hoke. He tries to get through, just loses control of it. And the Nighthawks have it, are going to head up the ice. Swiped out by Volans McMillan. Now Northumberland's cutting in. They're going to shoot, and they score. Nighthawks got around the defense, made a move, and swiped one in the net, recapturing the lead with 12:48 left in the third period. It's 3-2 for Northumberland. Montgomery, Frampton, Jenkins, Riddell, and Hill all on the ice. That puck's dropped before the Golden Hawks even get set up. Right now it's going to be flipped back to Hill. He'll get it behind the net, stop it. Oh, Northumberland regained possession. They got it out in front. They got a man on it. Stepping up, that's off Jenkins' shin pads. Owen's going to get up there. Owen will use the speed, finds Frampton cutting across. Frampton's going to bring it up. He takes it in, loses control, and goes into the net. And the Northumberland Nighthawks clear it. Puck's going to come back through. Riddell has it. He'll skate around the back of the net. Vinny's going to look to cut through. Turns it over. Nighthawks have it. Loose puck out in front. Kicked in again. Here comes Riddell back with it. He's going to pass it off the boards. That one goes, ricochets back to Northumberland. Cutting back. Sending it across. It's out in front. Montgomery's going to skate. He falls down. Shots up. That's batted off Latchford's glove. He doesn't keep it in. But now it's loose and out in front. And here comes Jenkins with it again. Owen and Frampton now with it. It still stays with Frampton. He's going to backhand it. Tries to get it to Jenkins. And it's picked up by the Nighthawks. We're going to have a slashing penalty. This one called on Northumberland with 11:31 remaining in a 3-2 game with Northumberland out in front by 1. The Golden Hawks will have a chance at a power play. Kupris, Burmaster, Luxton, Mullins, McMillan, and Sills all on the ice. Picked up, here comes Jaden, he's going to shoot it. That hit off the side of the post and out. Another post shot that didn't go in for the Golden Hawks. Crossed out in front, here's another shot. That one's loose, wadded down by the goalie, picked up. Here comes Kupris again into the corner. Oh, actually, that's Burmaster. Now Kupris has it. Kupris going to swing back down. Picked up behind the net. And that one's going to be tipped out. Mullins McMillan with the puck. Ryan's going to pass it to Ben, cutting across the blue line. And Northumberland gets possession. Here comes Ryan again with it. He'll skate one through. Brings it up. Kupris picks up the loose puck, cuts back. Easton's going to take it. He's quickly picked up by the Nighthawks. Loses the puck behind the net, gathers it again. Backhands it over. Northumberland picks it up. And that one's sent up. Ryan's going to grab it. Minute off the penalty. Here comes Mullins McMillan up to Kupris. Easton's going to cut back through. Tries to stay with it. He's going to slap it down around the board. Sills will skate in. Hoke's now on the ice. And it's back. Picked up. Down goes a Golden Hawk. That would have been Luxton. Loose puck now out in front. It's going to flip to Kupris. Nighthawks step in. Hoke flips it down. Stepping up, here's Mullins McMillan. He'll shoot it, but it's tipped. 30 seconds left on the power play. This one gets around the defense and is up the ice. Sills is going to try to get to it. Golden Hawks and Nighthawks collide. And here comes Hoke. Tyler gets around a guy. Cuts through another. One more to beat, and it's stopped. The Nighthawks clear it. 7 seconds remaining. Here comes O'Malley. He flips it ahead to Hoke. And then the Nighthawks clear it out. O'Malley digging up the board. O'Malley's got it. He's got it across. Wilkinson coming in just outside his reach. Back from Wilkinson's tipped up the skates of a Nighthawk. Collision there. And swiping in is Hoke. Riddell tries to clear it. Spins and hits it back. The Nighthawks have it. Here comes Wilkinson and Hill both chasing it. Backhand up the boards by Hill goes to O'Malley. And now Hoke's got it. Crossing through. This one will go over to Riddell with 8:57 remaining. Vinny flips it up. Here comes Nolan with it. He crosses to Hoke. Hoke tries to flip it up. Stopped in the middle, and now O'Malley's going to skate in and get the puck. A lot of confusion looking like it's going on right here, but somebody will come free with it. That's Oak. He's going to get it and flip it down. He's going to wave that one off. O'Malley will chase. O'Malley's got it. He's got a guy he can get around. Cuts back. Oh, poke check by the Nighthawks. Clears it, and they send it out of the zone. Up ahead to the Nighthawks. They've got a 2-on-1. He loses control and skates it into the side of the net. Here comes Hill with it. Now it's Riddell. Riddell skates it into goes back behind the net. The Nighthawks chase it in and get a hold of it. And now Hill's going to pass it up. He's got Frampton up ahead. He loses control and it tips up to the Nighthawks. Now Nighthawks coming back with it. Can't seem to maintain possession. 7:50. And now there's Hill again trying to skate it out. Nighthawks turn it over. They're going to shoot one towards the net. It kicked away by Riddell and picked up by Jenkins. He's going to fire it up the ice from well inside the defensive zone. And that'll be iced. 7:27. We'll change lines. Here comes Kupris, Luxton, and Burmaster. Mullins, McMillan, and Sills back on the ice. And a small pile up happening. Sills finds Burmaster up ahead. Ben's going to try to pass it off the boards. And Jaden skating in. There's a collision. Mullins, McMillan looks to pass. His pass is jumped. And they're offsides. Going to give a quick breather to a defenseman as Hoke comes on to play defense with Hill. And now the loose puck's picked up by Luxton. And dropped back to Hoke. Tyler's going to have it. He's going to skate around with it. Driving up the middle and out of the zone. And the Nighthawks pick it back up. Here comes Kupris now. Tipped off Kupris' stick. Hill's going to skate back now. 6:45 remaining. Finn with it. Skating up. He's going to get tripped. And we've got a 3-on-2 for the Golden Hawks plus a penalty. And that one's touched by the Nighthawks. The 6:31 remaining. Golden Hawks will have another power play opportunity. And the Golden Hawks are going to call a quick timeout. Six and a half minutes left. 2-minute power play coming up. Golden Hawks trail 3-2 to the Nighthawks. Northumberland out in front by 1. On the ice, Burmaster, Hoke, Kupris, Luxton, and Hill. Golden Hawks facing off in Nighthawks territory. Puck's dropped. Kupris tries to get it, wins it back to Hill. Finn's going to shoot it, low rider out in front. That's going to be picked up and scored in the net. Power play goal for the Golden Hawks. That would have been Tyler Hoke, I believe, scooping up the loose puck and flipping it into the net. And we're all tied up with 6:24 remaining. Here comes Jenkins, O'Malley, Wilkinson, Ballins, McMillan, and Sills. Face-off flip to the side, picked up by the Nighthawks and sent down. Sills is going to clear it. And now in come the Nighthawks. Stepping back, cutting through, shooting. That one's tipped. And they're going to call that as a hit to the head on Wilkinson. And now with 6:07, the Golden Hawks are going to have to kill a penalty. They're only going to give that a 2-minute as an unintentional. It's Jenkins, O'Malley, Ballins, McMillan, and Sills. This one's hit towards Latchford. He tips it. Golden Hawks behind the net. Sills will try to bounce it out. It's going to be picked up by the defenseman. He's going to shoot it. Tipped down by O'Malley. Sent to the goal, and that's in. Northumberland answers right back with a power play goal of their own. And it's 4-3 with 5:54 remaining. O'Malley, Wilkinson, Jenkins, Ballins, McMillan, and Sills on the ice. It's 4-3 for Northumberland. This puck flipped back down. Ryan's going to grab it. Tries to skate it out. Pokes it up. Here comes O'Malley trying to scrape it off the boards. And that one stays in the zone. Tipped down. Here comes bouncing puck. Is picked up by Sills. He crosses it out. And now up the side goes the puck. Jenkins tries to clear it. Flip down. O'Malley gets enough of it to clear that back through. Now Sills with it. Finds Wilkinson up ahead. It stays in the zone. Northumberland's going to bounce one down behind the net. Jenkins chasing. Owen now with the puck. He's met behind the net as well. And into the corner. O'Malley picks one off the boards. He's got it. He goes down. Kicked through by Jenkins. And now that puck's finally cleared. There's a pile up. And now Northumberland with the puck. They're going to bring it up. Send back down. Ballins, McMillan with it. 4:45 remaining. Up the side goes the puck. Now they're going to shoot off their own man. Backhand. Latchford's got it. With 4:32, Golden Hawks trail by 1. It's Montgomery, Hoke, Frampton, Hill, and Riddell on the ice. Montgomery picks up the puck. He flips it up high. It's going to be a race. Northumberland gets it. Stopped at the line. Out of the zone it goes. And backing it up, Riddell over to Hill. Hill's got it. Finn's going to ricochet it off the boards. And into the zone goes the puck. Northumberland stepping up. Stepping in is Riddell. He's got it. Tries to clear it out. Northumberland now battling. That puck's going to get flipped out of there. 3:57 remaining. Here comes Hill with it. Turned over in the defensive zone. Northumberland has it. They're going to skate through. Now up comes Montgomery. Flip pass just outside the reach of Frampton. He got a piece of it. He's going to skate it down. Turn in. He's met by 2 Nighthawks. digging on the boards. And in comes Montgomery to help. Skating on is Kupris. Now Frampton with it. He's going to cut back through. Comes through, shoots. It's low and loose, and it's covered up by the goalie. 3:09 remaining. Kupris, Luxton, Burmaster, Mullins, McMillan, and Sills on the ice. And we're going to have a quick break for a second. I think the goalie's got something wrong with his gear. Maybe his stick might have broke. Yeah, goalie's stick broke. And the Golden Hawks trailing by 1 with 3:09 remaining. They're going to call timeout, Northumberland. If you're not caught up to the full time on the live stream, it's about 65 minutes in. The chances this game will come down to the last few seconds. Make sure to zoom ahead through these timeouts if you can, and then you'll catch right back up. Sometimes when I stop the video stream, it moves to private and you don't get to see the last of the game. But I'll let it run for maybe a minute more than normal so we can watch what happens. But back on the ice again is Burmaster, Mullins, McMillan, Sills, Kupris, and Luxton. Jaden now with the puck off the face-off win by Kupris, flipped down. It'll be Burmaster behind the net, picks it up. Ben's going to cross it out. Here comes Kupris, makes the move, spins around, gets set up, drops it back to Mullins, McMillan, and picked up again by Kupris. Easton's going to try to flip it aside, and Nighthawks get a piece of it. Driving in. There's two people go down. Sills is dropped. Mullins, McMillan gets there and gets a piece of that puck and slows it down. 2:40 remaining. Ryan backhand over to Easton. And the Nighthawks get a piece of that and send it back into the corner. Nighthawks with it. Digging down is Kupris and Mullins, McMillan. Now Easton's got it. Tries to clear it. Mullins, McMillan now. 2 minutes and 16 seconds remaining. Flipped up his Burmaster. He's going to skate it off. Tries to find Kupris ahead. Jumps the pass are the Nighthawks. And Burmaster picks it up. He still keeps it in. There's Kupris. Easton dumps it into the corner. Two Nighthawks collide. He's going to try to get it out in front. He's got it now. He skates through, cuts back, passes. Here comes Mullins, McMillan. Just off his stick, flips it to the center. One-timer doesn't go. That's going to be iced by the Nighthawks. As the Golden Hawks had a couple opportunities there. Just couldn't get the stick on the puck. Here comes O'Malley, Wilkinson, Jenkins, Hoke, Frampton, and Hill. They're going to pull the goalie with the last minute 45 on the clock. Jenkins there, flipped up, picked in, flipped down by Wilkinson. Frampton into the corner. Nighthawks have it. Loose puck picked up again by Northumberland. They're going to skate to the side. O'Malley puts the pressure on. Frampton skating in, doesn't get a hold. Jenkins keeps it alive. Around a player goes Frampton. He's going to cross it to O'Malley. O'Malley's got a shot. Saved by the goalie. Picked up. Jenkins is going to fire it back. Saved again. Second or third attempt. And with a minute 16 remaining. They're not going to call that. Coaches are pretty irate, saying that that was a contact to the head. Hoke slides on for Wilkinson. Puck flipped back. They weren't even ready for that. Here comes Hoke. He's going to pick it up off the boards and skate it over. He's got Jenkins. Owens back to Tyler. Tyler loses his footing. Empty net for the Golden Hawks. That one's flipped all the way back down. Here comes Jenkins. They got a minute left on the clock. Owen loses the puck. Shot towards the net off the side of it. Hill's going to skate in. Hill's up the ice. Tries to clear it. He does, and it gets out of there, but down goes the player. 45 seconds. Tyler's going to flip it up. O'Malley with the puck. Avery skating in. He's got one guy to beat. Gets around. And we're going to call it offside on Kupris. 36.9 on the clock. I'm going to switch the line. Here comes Montgomery, Luxton, Kupris, Frampton, Hoke. Puck flipped back down, sent towards that'll be iced by Northumberland. 31 seconds remaining. Kupris gets a piece of it right into the referee. Now it's picked up again. Luxton with it. Tries to wrap it down. He's got Easton. Down goes Frampton and a Nighthawk. Now it's picked up. Here comes Luxton. He's going to cross it through. He's got a man. That's in the net. Luxton gets a goal or an assist. I think that might have been Montgomery who put that one in the net for the Golden Hawks to tie this up with 14.3 seconds remaining. Still a little bit of time left on the clock here. Golden Hawks got to get set. It's Burmaster, Kupris, Wilkinson, and that one's flipped up. Clock's not even started. Oh, Wilkinson's got a loose puck out in front. They forgot to start the clock at all. 14 seconds, a lot of time. There comes Ballins McMillan, who tries to clear it up. And now the Nighthawks have it with 3 seconds. They're going to drive in. They're going to shoot. That's off the post and wide. And we're going to end this game in a tie. That last shot shouldn't even have happened. 14 seconds definitely ran off the clock before the time expired. Crazy game over here in Port Hope tonight. Golden Hawks walk away with the tie. And Nighthawks, Golden Hawks will each get a point added to their season score. Leave this running for another second or two, maybe a minute here, just to let the last bit of time for those stragglers who are watching to catch up. Thanks for tuning in, folks. We'll keep posting the schedule for these players over on their Facebook page, and you can follow along with the U10AA Golden Hawks as they wrap up their season play over the next couple weeks. Again, thanks for all your support throughout the season, and we'll catch you next time out on the ice.